Hi everyone, thanks for being here. It's very late, I know we're all very tired. Luckily this presentation is going to be pretty quick, so I'm not going to keep you here for too long. So my name is Alekos. I'm here as the CEO and co-founder of 22 Devices, which is a new company building Bitcoin hardware devices. And we're here announcing our first and only product, which is Portal, which is a new hardware wallet. And kind of to set the stage for what's about to happen, this is my desk on a good day. We have like custom mechanical keyboard, failed 3D print, stickers, stuff like that. So I'm one of these kind of people that likes to tinker and play with stuff. And a few years ago, I started a project called BDK. I worked on it for a while, and then I was kind of burned out. So beginning of last year, I stopped contributing to BDK. I needed to take a bit of a break. I started doing consultancy work. But then I'm this kind of person. I like to invent stuff. I like to come up with ideas. Most of the time they're useless. Sometimes they work. And so at some point, an idea popped up in my mind, which was more of a question, which is, what about mobile users? So I started tinkering with hardware devices, and I was like, well, we have a lot of hardware wallets, we have a lot of hardware devices on the market, but none of them is really optimized for mobile devices. And we know the mobile users share is already huge, and it's projected to grow even more as we move forward. So this is kind of happening everywhere in the world. We have people in, let's say, the Western world, so richer countries, they're moving to mobile just because it's more convenient. You have a smartphone always in your pocket. And in other, let's say, emerging markets, this is especially true because people maybe cannot afford the laptop. So they all have a smartphone. That's the only thing they can use to live effectively. So yeah, this idea kind of popped up in my mind, and I started thinking maybe we can do better. Maybe we can make a better hardware wallet for the mobile native user base, which is generally non-technical, it's people maybe they're passionate about Bitcoin, but they don't know much about the technicalities, and they need something simple. And I thought I could improve on that. So this is kind of a diagram, obviously an oversimplification. So you may disagree with me, but this is where I would place existing solutions, existing hardware wallets on a less secure to more secure versus not mobile native to mobile native diagram. So it doesn't really matter, which one is slightly more right or left than the other. What I kind of want you to notice is that we have kind of a big cluster of devices in the bottom right corner. So we have a lot of devices that are, in my opinion, very secure. So their architecture is very secure. They have a screen, they have a button. You as a user, you know what's going on. You see your transaction, you confirm every little detail. This is what I consider very secure. And on the other hand, we have other, I like to call them mobile native devices. So we have like the tap signer, that's like the credit card sized thing. That's super cool, but it signs absolutely anything. So you don't know, when you go and sign with a tap signer, you are completely trusting your smartphone to be showing you the truth. So that your smartphone could be showing you some transaction, but in fact, asking the device to sign something else. And the BitKey, it's a bit better. At least they have like a fingerprint sensor, but it still lacks a screen. So I think it's a big security trade-off, and it's probably fine for their kind of target, for their user base. But anyway, what I was thinking about is maybe we can do something that's in this region. This is what we're targeting. And so you can see all the other very mobile native devices, they are based on NFC. So I started thinking about NFC and what can we do with NFC. And the question I wanted to answer was, can we actually power a microcontroller and a display just with NFC? So I started playing with it. Let's see if this works. This is first time I managed to make it work. This is like a tiny development board, but it's being completely powered by that NFC reader. So the thing on the bottom, the white thing, is a USB NFC reader, and you can see when you put it under the device, it powers on. So this was the first luckily successful experiment for, okay, actually we can make this happen. Maybe we can actually make an NFC device that also has a display, so you can see what's going on, you can confirm all the details of a transaction. So this is like the first step, but it's not enough, I think. So started thinking about it a little bit more, and we came up with Portal, spoiler. I think the two biggest innovations in Portal are, on top of the being able to power a display with NFC, it's for once we managed to make a very simple UX because again we're targeting mobile native users, so people that are generally non-technical, so we cannot have like menus and sub-menus that you need to navigate and that you get lost trying to use. So we managed to make, I think, a very simple UX. We guide the user, and it's very obvious what you have to do. You don't have to remember anything effectively. You can just see what's going on screen and just press a button. And the other thing which I'm very proud of is I think we've managed to invent effectively a new kind of ergonomics. So we've made a device that maybe takes a while to get used to it. It takes a few minutes the first time you try it out, but it's basically a new way of holding a device. I don't think there's ever been something that works in that way. And I don't really know how to describe it. So we've made a video to kind of show it to you, which is here. Continues. Yeah. So this is Portal, and on screen you've seen like a very quick video of pretty much how it works. So this is also a diagram. Basically, the way you use it is you hold it up against the back of your phone, and it powers on, and you get to confirm your transaction, to sign your transaction. So basically, Portal has, first of all, instant connection with NFC. So compared to Bluetooth devices where you have to go in a menu and then pair the device and then it doesn't work. As always, Bluetooth always sucks. This one it connects instantly. As soon as it is in short range with your smartphone, it just connects. Secondly, we don't have any cables or batteries. This is where we managed again to do some engineering magic. So this is completely powered by NFC of your phone. So it's like wirelessly powered. You just tap it and it powers on and it works. We still retain a display and a button. So the thing on the right, it's like a capacitive, it's like a touch screen button. So it's not a clicky button, but you press your finger there and it can detect your finger. It knows you're trying to confirm the transaction. So you have effectively like a two-way feedback between the user and the device. So the device is going to tell you, this is the transaction, do you like it? And you as a user are going to tell the device, yes, this is all right, I want to sign it. It's built on BDK, so this is pretty cool. We're running BDK on the device itself. So this basically unlocks us access to everything the BDK can offer. So first of all, it's a very stable platform. It's pretty battle tested by now, but also it supports single sig, multi-sig descriptors. So it's not really there yet in the firmware, so it's not exposed to the user yet, but the core of the device already supports arbitrary descriptors, which basically will allow us to unlock very advanced, more complex wallets in the future, vault types kind of wallets. And it's completely open source. So after this talk, I'm going to make public the repositories on GitHub so you can see the code and the hardware. Right. Now, speaking of software integration, we've spent some time thinking about this, and in the end, we decided we didn't want to make our own wallet app for effectively a couple of reasons. So the first reason is that different people have different needs. So we want to make a very generic device that can go from single sig, multi-sig, vaults, whatever, but it's pretty hard to make everything in a single app. So it would become very cluttered, it's either easy to use or it's either technically it's complicated. So if we made our own app to pair with the Portal, we would be making some choices for the user which we don't really want to make. And the second reason is learning a new device is already hard enough. So you're trying to figure out how to use it. If you also need to figure out how to use a new software wallet app, then it gets even worse. So the solution is we're trying to integrate Portal in as many software wallets as we can. And to do that, we've built an SDK So here I'm talking to the developers, not really to the final users. We made this SDK, which is like a library that you can include in your project to support Portal. It's written in Rust, async Rust, so it's very performant, very lightweight. But you also have bindings for the biggest major mobile platform. I would say all the mobile platform, because effectively the ones we support already have almost 100% market share. And it's very, very easy to use. So again, as a developer, when you try to integrate this, you don't have to put a lot of work into it. It's very simple. And to prove this, you don't have to trust me. I've managed to fit in a single slide, not one, not two, not three, but 4 examples in 4 different languages. So this is... So I'm speaking to my fellow nerds here. This is like 4 snippets of code, 4 examples for how you would integrate a portal in your app if it was written in Swift, Dart, Flutter, React Native, and Kotlin, which is like the biggest mobile platforms nowadays. And so we made this library. We started speaking with a bunch of apps. We've already got some people that are interested, that are working on it, actually. The first 4 are Green Wallet, Keeper, Bull Bitcoin, and SatSigner. SatSigner is still, the app itself is still in development, so that's going to come probably later. The other 3, we've already been in contact with them. We are supplying them with devices. We are starting to make it happen. And actually, we presented this project yesterday at the Rise of Atlantis pitch. Since yesterday, 2 more apps came to us and said, oh, we want to integrate it as well. So we're adding 2 more. Which are Earth Wallet and Theia, I think it's pronounced. So these are also going to happen hopefully soon. And we're still speaking with many apps. So actually, again, speaking to developers, if you want to integrate it, come to us, come speak to us, and let's make it happen. So I hope you are asking yourself this question: when is it going to be available? When can I buy one? The answer is today. It's available for pre-orders. So we're not ready. We're not ready to ship the device yet. We are figuring out production effectively. So we're speaking with manufacturers and trying to make that happen. So we're promising Q3. I think that's a pretty conservative estimate. We can probably do earlier than that. So if you pre-order today, it's gonna arrive to you a few months down the line, probably during the summer. Why should you pre-order today? We're gonna start with very small production batches to make sure everything is alright, to validate the production. So if you pre-order it, or if you order it like a few months down the line, you may be pushed down to later batches. So if you want to get it as soon as possible, you should pre-order it as soon as possible. The cost is 89 euros, which is almost $99, I think, with today's rate. But we have a special discount code for the conference, 22%, because it's 22 devices, obviously. So if you use this code, Lost Empire, for Lost Empire of Atlantis, during the days of the conference, so until Sunday evening, you're going to be able to take advantage of this discount code. And this is our store. So if you scan this QR code, it should go straight to the store. Actually, this should already have the discount code embedded in theory. If it doesn't work at checkout, you can enter Lost Empire, and it's going to apply the discount. So yeah, this is it. Thanks for being here. These are our website. And also we have the workshop on the last day. So on March 3rd, 2 p.m., we have a workshop. So if you want to come play with one, come at the workshop and you get to have one in your hands. Thank you.